I want to see y'all step. I want to see y'all get to walking. I want to see you live your best life. But it's going to take some discipline, some consistency. It's going to take you going ghost. You don't got to explain to nobody. You just got to explain it to yourself and understand why you're doing it. You're doing it so you can evolve. You're doing it so you can grow. You're doing it so you can be the best version of yourself. Keep that in mind as you continue this journey of self-improvement, as you continue to work hard, as you continue to go ghost and elevate your life. Sometimes you have to go ghost to elevate your life. You keep telling people your plans, I'm planning to go to the gym and work out. What can that do for you? Nobody else is gonna keep you accountable. A lot of y'all want a gym partner, and then the gym partner start flaking on you. So I'm not saying sharing your goals is a bad thing or having a gym partner is a bad thing. I'm just saying that I don't want you guys to become dependent on these things. A lot of people are dependent on their gym partner to show up and motivate them. Why? You gotta go to the gym because you know you gotta go to the gym. It's important when you go ghost, man. You start to recognize, man, I haven't been giving myself the attention that I need to so I can elevate. I say that I love myself, but I don't practice self-discipline. I say that I love myself, but I'm not there for myself, right? You have to be there for yourself. You say you love yourself, bro. That's self-discipline. That's showing up for yourself. That's all about being consistent. Being consistent for your goals and being consistent for your dreams. Sometimes you just gotta go ghost because this environment that you're in right now and the people that you're hanging around right now is not gonna help you elevate to the next level. Sometimes you just gotta go ghost. You just gotta leave the distractions. You just gotta leave that environment. And it has to be you and God. And you're gonna come out stronger. You're gonna come out better. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
I think that would stop me. I think everyone should be more angry. I think they should be more pissed about where they're at.
So you welcome it.
If everyone woke up more angry about where they're at, not being able to find their purpose, not having the financial status, not having the physique, what if everyone woke up very pissed off about their physique? They would change it. I think the reason I'm going to find purpose greater than anyone is because I'm still waking up, not finding it. And then I re-find it each day in the most simple things, which are the way we operate as humans, our character, our work ethic, how we speak to ourselves, how we view life, our perception of reality. And if I'm always seeking it, then that means I'm never someone who believes I've found it. I think people's biggest problem is they believe they've found happiness. So if I tell someone you're not happy or something, they would be just massively thrown off. What do you mean I am? They'd be all defensive. It's like, what if you're never even supposed to find it? It's just these are just momentary lapses of a higher frequency you and a version of you at that moment. I really don't believe I need to find anything. I'm just experiencing life as I go in a high frequency state, low frequency state, and then understanding what puts me in these states, greater or worse. The world, the sensory world, has them believing it's how they're going to do it, how they're going to do it, how they're going to do it. And I know it's who. So when they create who can do anything, it's all possible. No one really understands that self-mastery is your true aim. Once you've mastered self, you could do anything you want on this earth. But people don't spend the time, and they don't take the time to develop themselves as the individual who can pull off anything. So, I just tell them it's not how, it's who.
Being able to choose and get on top of your mind in the sense that you can move forward, you can experience yourself in a way. Because I feel like no one truly knows themselves, and there's so much left to know. He who thinks the journey is over is the one that's truly lost. I feel like once we get that connotation for ourselves, or once we stop allowing ourselves to connotate ourselves, other people are able to do it. If you don't put that definition for yourself, other people are going to define you. And that definition is not always good. It's not always good. It's not always bad too, but I feel like it's always better to have that definition for yourself and then use others as a reflection. Because I can't necessarily say throw it out the window. As humans, we are social creatures. We need to learn how to interact better. I don't think my interactions where it needs to be 100%, but I don't think I interact bad. It's about loving how you are now, but also realizing how much change you can do and how much potential you have to get better. I think there is no answer, there is no end to like a self-development journey. It's just a constant betterment. Finding new ways to be you. Stop trying to see the life, start trying to be it. Stop waiting on life to happen.
I love going ghost, man. I love just focusing on the things that I love to do. I need it. Because I promise y'all, can't nobody do the work for me. Right? And if I don't love myself, it doesn't matter how much love somebody else gives me. Okay? I gotta love myself first. I gotta take care of myself. Right? Nobody can be disciplined for me. Nobody can be consistent for me. These are things that I need to do for me. And the problem is when we don't go ghost, we like to put these things on other people. Oh, it's so-and-so's fault. Right? When we're not going ghost from time to time, we like to point fingers and say, it's that person's fault why my life looks the way it does. Instead of taking full accountability and responsibility for the way that our life looks. But when you go ghost, it's all on you. You're focused on your life, so you realize that this is your life. You're responsible for your life. You have to be accountable for your life. You realize that you can't depend on a gym partner to get the work done. You have to go to the gym. You have to want it bad. You have to go out there and put the work in. You have to want to take those 10,000 steps a day, 20,000 steps a day, whatever it is. You have to want to do those things, man. You. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else. You start to realize that once you go ghost. Once you go ghost, you realize you have to show up for you. You have to put the work in for your life. You have to do what's best for you. And I'm telling y'all, the problem is a lot of us are not doing that. A lot of us, we're waiting on other people to help us out, to bail us out, to inspire us, to motivate us. We got to have that fire within ourselves. We got to motivate ourselves. We got to wake up and go hard each and every day. We got to be consistent. We got to be disciplined. And you learn a lot of these things when you go ghost, man. When you go ghost, you start to realize, okay, who's going to check up on me? Who's going to check up on me? Nobody want me to go ghost, right? Nobody want me to go ghost. Who's going to actually check up on me? Who's going to make sure? You start to realize a lot of people not going to check up on you. All the people that you thought was your friends, all the people that you thought cared about you, they're not picking up the phone to call you. So now you start to figure out who's really with you. And of course it could be vice versa, right? But this really works when you're the main one calling. If you're the main one calling or reaching out and you finally go ghost because you putting yourself first, you start to realize who really cares about you, right? I think that's really important. You start to realize who really gives a damn about you. Okay? Who's really calling you? Who's really checking up on you when you go ghost? Right?
Or 55 or 60. You can't even begin to think about having things figured out and having it together until you're in your 50s. Just don't even worry about it. Just don't even worry about it. You've got to have maturity. And maturity comes with time, and maturity is not something that you can gin up artificially. It's not something that you can be responsible for not being ginned up artificially. You, Dwayne, what I have to do? You have to live. You just have to live. You just have to live. You just have to act your age. If you're 26, be 26. Stop trying to be 56. It's not expected, and it's a burden that you don't have to carry. You're a young couple, and you're going through some things, and you're like, man, we must be the worst couple in the world. We must be the worst married folks out there. This has got to be, man, we just ain't got it. Of course you ain't got it figured out. When you hit 30, you still ain't 30 years of marriage, you still ain't going to have it all figured out. My wife and I are still trying to figure stuff out. And we just take it as it comes, and we learn and we mature and we grow, and it takes time. But you'll not get there if you quit. Fellas, you'll not get there if you quit, if you just say, forget it. You know, I can't be the man that I wanted to be. Well, of course you're not right now. You will not be the man that you want to be until you grow into it. You have to grow into it. So the whole point of this video is just to encourage you, chill out, man. Just chill. You guys that are contacting me and saying, man, I got a degree and I just lost this job. Listen, and I'm not making light of it, okay? Let me just put it in perspective, all right? I've got 5 grandbabies. Now, one of those grandbabies is, let's say that grandbaby is 14 months old and they're learning to walk, okay? And so they're just in a diaper. You've seen it, you know, they're just in a diaper and they're going across the kitchen floor to mama, and they're kind of weaving a little bit, and their little fat feet and their little fat thighs are just kind of thunk, 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 and all of a sudden they're like, oh, and they got the bubble butt out here, the bubble tummy out here, and they got the big old diaper in the back, so they're not balanced, all right? And so they lose their balance, and they're like, oh, bam, and they fall down and land flat on their butt. And they look shocked, and they look surprised, and then their face screws up, and they start crying bloody murder. That's the worst thing that has ever happened to them in their life. It's like a disaster of apocalyptic proportions, because it's all they've ever known. And you've just gone through a breakup, and it's the worst thing you've ever been through. And it's a disaster of apocalyptic proportions, because you haven't had the time and the experience yet to develop worse, and to turn around and look at that in relation to the realities of a long life well lived. And one day you're going to try and look back and you're going to say, that really wasn't such a disaster. And in fact, that was probably the best thing ever happened to me. Some of you lost your job, and you thought that job was it, and it was a good paying job, and you went 4 years of college in order to get the degree to get that job, and then you got the job, and then COVID happened, or layoffs and different stuff, and now all of a sudden you lost that job. It's the worst thing you've ever been through. And so all of a sudden you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I thought my life was together, now it's in shambles at my feet. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's all right.
See, here's the reality for you that's watching this video right now. You have somebody that you have in mind that you want to become, but you're afraid of becoming that person. And it's okay. We've all been afraid of like what the future will look like, and we don't even know it. Like, you're probably not even thinking about it right now. Like, oh, if I become that person, this is actually going to change the course of my life forever. I'm going to lose my friends. I'm going to lose the environment, the comfortable environment that I'm in. I'm gonna need to go move somewhere else. I'm gonna need to do this, these drastic things. You're gonna need to change your persona, because you can't stay the same person today and expect to have different results today. You can't expect to literally be the same exact person for months at a time and expect to have different results. You're gonna have the same results. Nothing's gonna change. The only time things are gonna change is when you decide to become that person. And usually that person is not nice. See, I've been a very kind person my entire life. Borderline nice, because I believe there's a difference between kind and nice. See, most men are nice guys, right? Which means you let people walk all over you. You want to make people comfortable, and you want to make people so comfortable that you'll compromise your own standards, your own standards of life. You'll compromise that because you want to make other people comfortable. And that is what's going to keep you where you're at, and you won't be able to improve. See, for you to become the next best version of yourself, you need to be able to erase all of those characteristics in yourself and become an entirely different person. Arguably, like even an a-hole to people, like people will literally call you that. People will say that you're mean, or you're maybe it's obnoxious because now you're starting to, voice yourself out a bit more. There are different things that you need to start embodying, and I'm not saying in a toxic way, but in a way that, like, your confidence, right? People will say, oh, he's cocky. It's like, no, he's just confident. And we're afraid to do this type of transformation because we don't want other people to see us as like, oh, he changed, or, oh, that's not the person that I grew up with. See, like, that's one of the biggest things that you can actually draw compliments from, is when people say that you are not the person that they remembered, because you're not supposed to be. But you're afraid to be that new person because you just know the interactions with the people that exist in your life currently will completely change. But that's what it takes to become the next best version of yourself that is successful, that has everything that you want. You have to lean in to that 2.0 version of yourself that doesn't waste time, that doesn't just stay on the phone hours a day with somebody just to talk, right? That actually gets everything done and is very, very meticulous about everything that they do. Borderline OCD, right? Someone that gets up no matter what. You're not comfortable, right? You're constantly pushing the limit for yourself, and you're making other people uncomfortable because you keep moving forward so fast and you keep doing the things that they wish they could do, but they're not doing because they're lazy, or they just are comfortable with where they're at. See, the next best version of you, the person that you need to transform into, you essentially don't have the same mindset, the same mental frameworks as most people. So you'll relate to way less people. And when way less people relate to you, that's when you stop having friends. See, you're afraid of that. You're afraid to walk alone. And sometimes it's very important for you to walk alone. But you cannot be afraid to become the best version of yourself. And that best version of yourself may become a monster. And that's okay, as long as you know how to control it, right? There will be vices that you have. See, now we're gonna get into really deeper, more intricate topics. Everyone tries to hold back on the entire version of their true self, right? Like all of these vices that you may have. Maybe it's, and I'm not saying that you indulge in it a lot, but you just recognize and be aware that they exist, and don't completely cut them out of your life, only because there will be a point where you circle back to it. See, the only way you truly change is not by restriction, but by really leaning all the way in to the point where you realize you don't need that thing anymore. That's really what it is.
And then steps for that finding that hope.
Honesty. Self-mastery depends on self-honesty. So you're going to have to get in the mirror and say, who would I listen to? Would I listen to me? Who do I need to become to pull this off? And that's why the 2:45 wake up is it's non-negotiable for me, because I need to be the most disciplined. I need to be the most disciplined, because if that pussy at the light wants to talk shit and I know I could serve his ass, I need to not. I need to exercise strength through restraint. I need to understand that restraint is what a man practices. And I need to realize that we've all been geared to think that instant gratification is living. And that's the thing, it's not. So if I don't get my way all day, that means a lot to me, because now I'm a step ahead of everyone else who will fall victim to comfort and instant gratification and slowly deteriorate their existence. Not one person on this earth could give me validation more than I could give it to myself. And if I told myself some simple tasks that I'm going to do as a man, if I can't uphold those, then I do not respect myself at all. And if I don't respect myself at all, why would I expect people to respect me? Life's a mirror, it's not a window. And these people want love and respect, but they don't give it to themselves first. What we wish to get externally must be first cultivated internally. We have to cultivate it internally first if we wish to get it externally.
What's going on, everybody? It's Coach / I'm the King of Fitness. I know a lot of y'all don't know my story, but I'm coming from 311 pounds. I lost over 120 pounds. Went through a very dark, depressed time in my life. Working out saved me. That's why I try to encourage everybody to start working out, because without fitness, I probably wouldn't even be here. Whatever you're going through, work out. Whatever you're dealing with mentally, work out. Whatever you feel like you're trying to get better at, I'm telling you, working out, it just opens the mind. It does everything for your life. No matter how many times you fail, you got to keep going. I'm 40 years old. But being on this mafia-thon with 22-year-old Kai, a 22-year-old have brought me to the highest point of my life, and I'm 40 years old. Don't quit. No matter how many times you got to fail to make it to that point, don't quit. I'm 40. A 22-year-old is bringing me to my highest level. I had to humble myself and understand that some places and some doors I can't open. I have to wait till God send me that person to help open them doors. It was Kai. Wait your turn. Wait for your time. Don't let nobody tell you, hey, it's too late. You've been doing it for too long. Apparently it ain't going to work for you. Keep going. I guarantee you God is watching. God is looking. And he's going to send you your angel. Kai was my angel. I appreciate Kai. I appreciate this whole team. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful for fitness. Because without fitness, I would have never met Kai. I would have never met none of these people. I would have never met y'all. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're going through, work out, put God first, and keep believing in yourself. Be thankful for who God made you to be. Even if it don't look good right now, just be thankful, because at one point in your life, you're going to look at yourself and be like, wow, I'm glad I kept going. I'm glad I became the man that God and my mom and my family wanted me to be. So no matter, like I say, don't stop dreaming, don't stop believing, and don't stop working out, guys. Signing out, Coach.
If you don't love yourself, bro, nobody else is gonna love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So first off, it all starts with self-love, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you get to a point where you love yourself, you're gonna start taking care of yourself. You're gonna start dressing better. You're gonna start eating better. You're gonna start feeling better. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start having confidence. And once you start having confidence, people is gonna start seeing you have confidence. The way you walk gonna be better. The way you talk gonna be better. The way you feel gonna be better. The way you live is gonna be better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, nigga. So start loving yourself, bro. Start taking care of yourself. Start taking yourself shopping and start buying yourself nice things and things of that nature, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because once people see how you love you, they want to love you.
How did you really not start letting things bother you or get to you? It's a choice. It's a mental choice, bro. It really is a mental choice. It's a mental choice. And you damn near have to build up the strength to prevent the reaction. Let's say I'm driving. Somebody cuts me off. Let's just build a story here. I'm driving. I got bad road rage, right? I'm driving. Somebody cut me off. That shit pisses me off. I start snapping at them, beat my horn. This is a habit for me. This is normal. I go home and I say, yo, I notice this. This is self-awareness. This is like the breakdown of the video of self-mastery that y'all know. Y'all can watch this and get more depth. But I go home and I notice, I'm like, damn, I be getting pissed off when somebody cut me off in traffic. I don't like that shit. So now I got the self-awareness. I recognized, I at least had the conversation with myself. Maybe I can't stop it yet, but I'm aware of like this anger. I'm aware of like what triggers it. I'm aware of the whole process. Now next time it happens, right? I can remember when I said to myself that I don't like when this shit makes me mad. So boom, somebody cut me off in traffic. A week later, 2 weeks later, a month later. At a certain point, I'm getting used to talking to myself about this shit. And the more I talk to myself, the more I start to think about it. So next time it happens, I can say, nope, you know what? I had this conversation with myself. I ain't gonna do it. That's really a simplified version of self-control, bro. Like that's really a simplified version.
Taking this shit one day at a time, man. Day by day, man. Building this brick by brick. I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, but this type of shit don't happen overnight, bro. Never do. Never will. You know how lucky you gonna get this shit happen overnight for you, bro? Just like this shit right here was not built overnight, bro. Took us years, nigga, to get where we at. And we still got a long way to go.
This has been the hardest thing of my life, and I'm glad I did it. I challenged myself. I said I was gonna do something. We said we was gonna do something, and we did it. We did it. We did it, bro. We did it. We said we gonna do it. This is hard work. Chat, I can say, bro, chat, I'm tired, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. I'm tired, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Never get tired, bro. Never get tired, chat. Never, ever. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Y'all seen it happen here first. Word to my mother, you seen it happen here. Day first.
Like, this is how I wanna, you know what I'm saying? This is real motivational for me and the fellas. Like, I always want to just like live a stress-free life, bro. Like, be able to own my house, own my car. Nobody telling me when to wake up. Nobody telling me where to be.
Man, look, focus on yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna take care of you like you gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You the only one who got your heart, your mind type shit.
Bro, you don't care about none of this, the revenue or anything. It's like you want to be the first to be something and do something and set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you can even do that and stick to it and not even break and just, if anything goes wrong, back to it, not giving up, it just shows the work ethic is crazy. I've never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure Twitch hasn't even seen anything like that.
This mine though, like I worked hard for this right here. Like, it wasn't even no plan B for me, man. It was no plan B. It was straight. Either I get right with this YouTube shit, either I'm successful with this YouTube shit, or it's over with. Nigga, you're done. Homeless. All right, maybe I wouldn't be homeless. My mama wouldn't let me stay on her couch, but still, like, oh, bro, like, yeah, it's so crazy to me, man.
You can do it. Once you really put your mind to whatever you got going on and you really want to get something done, it's you versus you. So you say you want to get it done, it's huge. So, cause once you get it done, it's like, damn, like I really said I was gonna do it and I did it, no matter what. And making sacrifices, you know, I sacrificed my time. I sacrificed, you know, not being able to talk to people and just not in my privacy just for this.
Bro, you know where I'm from, bro? Like, do you really know where the fuck I'm from? Like where I came from, bro. Like, there was a point in time I had to warm up water in a microwave to wash my face. I had to leave the stove open overnight to get some heat. I swear to God, this shit crazy as hell, bro. Look at this shit, man. Look at all this shit.
Wake up in mornings tired, go in my closet, and just think like, dang, is this ever gonna be over? Or like, dang, is this something I really want to do? Or can I even complete it? But after I came to a realization that that's the main point of it. That's one of the major points of it, and which is like, bro, it's gonna be trials and tribulations where it's gonna test you to stop right here. And what's gonna separate you from everybody else is will you keep going or will you just stop?
Yeah. So like the grind is really what's gonna be hard though, cause everybody get comfortable, everybody be doing this, everybody be doing that. And the way I be thinking is that if I'm taking any breaks, there's somebody out there right now that's literally grinding his ass off and is gonna blow up anytime now. And he or she is that like working her or his ass off.
Everybody in my city want to do the same thing, bro. And somebody watching this video, boy, I know a lot of y'all watching this video know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel me? Like, everybody don't want to do nothing except go to the club, go party all the time, bro. You feel me? Like they want to go to the club, bro. They want to go to the strip club. They want to smoke all day, every day. They don't want to do nothing but smoke all day, every day. They want to drink. They want to go to the club. They want to smoke. They want to drink. Hey, bro, let's go to the club, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's go in on a bottle, bro. Let's go in on a... No! I don't... That's lame. That's lame, bro. That's lame, bro. No offense, said who smoke and drink. But, bro, if you smoke and drink every single day, every single night, all week, 24/7, bro, you are lame. Like, bro, I want to go snowboarding, bro. I want to go ATV, four-wheeler riding. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I go horseback riding, bro, before I go to the club every single weekend for the rest of my life, bro.
I wasn't on pace to beat it. There was times where the chat would be telling me hey, change the time to this, change the time to that, add more time. There were times with the chat where I asked the chat, yo, y'all think we gonna hit the record? And everybody would say no. There was times where I went into other streamers' chats and they would ask, yo, is Kyle on pace to beat the record? And, you know, chat would say no. And, you know, that, of course, that, like, had me thinking mentally, yo, what if I did all this and not even break it? I knew that it was going to be possible. I knew that they could do it. And they executed.
When you're back against the wall, you heard me, your back is against the wall, you know, and you achieve, you know what I'm saying, shit only you dreamed of. You heard me? Only that you imagined. Only that was in your thoughts, in your deep thoughts. You heard me? Like, when you achieve that you set out to achieve, and more, and more.
Just enjoy the moment, man. Enjoy this moment. and live it up, man. Live it up. And just know that you're doing great, man. You're really doing great, and I'm proud of you, bro. I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of other people too.
Hopefully, if y'all see this right here, you know what I'm saying, it'll encourage and motivate y'all boys to really goddamn stop playing. Stop playing, because you know what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, I don't care if you're selling crayons. You know you need to go a little harder than what you're going to get where you want to go. So
we at the end. We at the finish line. We are at the finish line. Put your mind on something, you can do it, bro. Y'all be healthy. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourselves, bro.